Congratulations on your selection of the Garrett Ace 350. This enhanced metal detector was specifically designed for use in the challenging yet highly productive treasure hunting environments. The Ace 350 is a very powerful and yet economical detector that includes many special features, such as Garrett's exclusive Target ID technology with precise notch discrimination, coin depth indication, search mode selection, enhanced iron elimination ability, electronic pinpointing, and an 8.5-inch by 11-inch Double D search coil for superior detection depth and target separation in all soil environments. This video will acquaint you with the basic features of the Garrett Ace 350 and offer instructions on how to use this machine with success in the field. Simply press and release the power touchpad to turn on the detector. It is currently operating in the coins detection mode. The Ace 350 features discrimination utilizing two indicator scales. These dark segments on the lower scale indicate what targets your detector will sound on. And when it sounds, a single cursor will appear on this upper scale to show what you have found. The Target ID legend just above will then help you to identify the target. As you press the mode touchpad to select from one of the 5 hunting modes, Zero Discrimination, Jewelry, Custom, Relics, or Coins mode, you can see some of the segments disappear. Your Ace 350 will sound now only on targets represented by the remaining segments. But you'll still see a target cursor for every metallic target you find. That's right, the Ace 350 lets you see on this upper scale every target you discover as you find it. Plus, this depth scale will indicate how deeply you'll have to dig to recover any coin-sized target that you find. Now, watch the Ace 350 in action. The Target ID indicates that this man may have found a coin-sized target and that it is 6 inches deep. Now, he pushes the pinpoint touchpad and scans the Ace 350 over the area where the target was detected. The upper scale darkens from left to right to indicate signal strength of the target. When the greatest number of segments appears, the center of the search coil is directly over the target. Now, it's time to dig. Make certain that you read the Ace 350 Owner's Manual from cover to cover to become more familiar with your detector. And as you're watching this video, stop it and check with the manual anytime you have a question. To learn about the controls on the Garrett Ace 350, we will conduct what is called bench testing. With your Ace 350 on a wooden table and all metal objects at least 3 feet away, use the Mode touchpad to select the Zero mode. This mode is designed to detect all metallic objects because it is a zero discrimination mode. Now, observe on the Target ID where various targets appear as the Ace 350 indicates the conductivity of these targets. Keep in mind that the Target ID is determined by a combination of the target's thickness and its metal type. Non-ferrous targets with high conductivity, such as larger silver coins, produce a bell tone signal and appear on the right side of the Target ID scale. Medium conductivity targets, such as this nickel, sound like this. Ferrous targets, such as iron and nails, usually produce a low-pitched audio signal. Ferrous objects are generally low conductivity targets, which appear on the left side of the Target ID scale. Next, scan the same objects with the detector set in the Relics mode. The large silver coin still produces a bell tone signal, and the nickel still produces a sound like this. The nail does not produce an audio signal in the relics mode. Notice that a single cursor still appears when the nail is detected. Because the cursor appears above an area of the lower scale that has been switched off, there is no sound. Listen to the detection sounds made or not made by these other objects. The knowledge that you gain from bench testing helps you to understand all of your detector's controls and helps prevent you from digging undesirable junk targets. These examples are air tests, and you may achieve different results from buried targets. The ability for your detector to detect and identify a target can be affected by ground mineralization, electrical interference, and large numbers of trash targets. This detector also offers user-selectable discrimination. You can regulate the discrimination of the ACE 350 for any type of target you seek. The lower scale of the graphic display contains 12 segments. As you have learned, those that are visible represent the types of targets that will be detected in the individual operating modes. In the zero discrimination mode, for instance, all segments are visible, which indicates that every metal target will be accepted and recognized audibly by the ACE 350. Through use of the discrimination and elimination touchpads, specific notches can be created by adding or removing targets from acceptance in any operating mode. There are two methods of setting discrimination notches. You can use the discrimination touchpad to move the cursor and activate the specific segment of the upper scale corresponding to the particular target to be detected or ignored. Then press the elimination touchpad to turn the segment off, or use the same pad to turn the segment on, depending on your discrimination choice for this specific target. In the second method, pass the target to be accepted or rejected over the search coil. Check to make certain there is an appropriate indication on the upper scale, then press the elimination pad to either reject or accept the specific target. Garrett's Factory Set Coins mode offers discrimination that responds ideally to conditions normally encountered in coin hunting environments. The Custom Discrimination mode enables you to design your own treasure hunting mode. Any discrimination settings you make in this custom mode will be retained in the detector's memory, even after the ACE 350 has been turned off and turned on again. It is important to remember that each time the detector is turned off and turned on again, it will return to factory discrimination settings in each mode except for the custom mode. Your custom mode settings will be maintained in the detector's memory. Your ACE 350 features include more segments dedicated to iron discrimination. This additional resolution allows more precise control of how much iron discrimination can be applied. An iron object can often mask out the signal of an adjacent good target. It is important to apply only enough iron discrimination to reject the iron trash and still detect a good target. To demonstrate, let's look at this coin next to an iron nail. In this example, the ACE 350 is operating in zero mode, with no segments of iron discriminated. The coin by itself registers on the sixth segment. This iron nail by itself registers on the second segment. This ferrous target can be eliminated from detection by using the Accept/Reject push button to turn off the first two segments on the left. Since two segments of ferrous have been turned off, the nail by itself will not be heard. However, the nail and the coin together have a combined result of 3 segments. Therefore, the good target is both detected and announced audibly due to the combined result of the good target being higher than the nail alone. Let's talk about the touchpad on the control panel marked Sensitivity. This special control will help you to hunt in any kind of ground. Of course, you'll be tempted to set sensitivity to the maximum to hunt as deeply as possible. Garrett engineers designed your Ace 350 for maximum sensitivity. There will be times, however, when conditions cause erratic sounds such as these, which you can eliminate by reducing the sensitivity. 3 factors can cause your detector to appear to behave erratically: outside electromagnetic interference, irregular ground mineralization, and a large number of trash targets. When such conditions occur, make certain that you are scanning with your coil at a constant height. You might find it helpful to raise the coil by a couple of inches. Begin operating at the factory preset sensitivity setting, which will be appropriate for most environments. You can increase sensitivity to the level that conditions permit. Attempting to operate at sensitivity above the level that permits quiet and stable operation may actually cause you to miss deep targets. Keep practicing with the Ace 350's mode and sensitivity controls until you understand them. Incidentally, if you ever want to return your detector settings to those set at the factory, press and hold the power touchpad for about 5 seconds or until you hear 2 beeps. Notice the battery indicator on the lower right side of your display contains 4 visible segments, which indicates full battery level. Because all Garrett detectors are designed to maximize battery life, 4 new AA batteries should last 20 to 40 hours. When only 1 or 2 segments remain visible, you should have fresh cells and be ready to replace your batteries. To reach them, gently slide the lid forward and lift it off, permitting you to remove the 4 old batteries and dispose of them properly. Markings on the detector will indicate the polarity required for installation of new batteries. Make certain your batteries are installed securely in the right direction. After you install them, position the control panel lid and slide it back snugly and listen for this sound. When storing the detector for longer than about 1 month, you should remove its batteries. Headphones are a valuable accessory for any metal detector. They are particularly essential in noisy locations, where it is difficult to hear sounds from the detector. The headphone jack is located at the rear of the control housing. The headphones include a volume control switch. Let's now put our operational knowledge into practice. Always remember that hard work, patience, and research are 3 of the keys to success in metal detecting. Research is important because it is vital that treasure always be sought in areas where it exists. You must hunt where people have lost treasure. Freshly plowed farm fields can produce coins and artifacts which date hundreds of years. Coins, jewelry, and other treasures can be found on crowded beaches or on other public recreational areas. Use your imagination to locate other potential treasure sites. Here are some hunting suggestions. As you walk, scan the search coil from side to side in front of you. Be sure to keep the coil level and at a constant height of about 1 inch above the ground. Do not skip any areas. Walk slowly as you scan your search coil from side to side at a speed of about 2 to 5 feet per second. Overlap each sweep by about half of the search coil's width to avoid missing any targets. Avoid lifting the search coil at the end of your swing. Concentrate on your scanning. When you are searching in the zero discrimination mode, detection of any metal target will be indicated by an audible response. And a cursor will always appear on the upper scale when you detect a target while hunting in any of the 5 modes. The target ID legend helps you determine whether or not to dig. The depth scale indicates this target is 4 inches deep. Until you gain experience, it is recommended that you hunt in the zero mode and dig all targets that you discover. Your ACE 350 includes an elliptical-shaped 8.5-inch by 11-inch double D search coil that makes pinpointing very simple. The double D coil's hotspot is under the center of the coil, just ahead of its stem mount. The opening can serve as your reference point for pinpointing. The double D coil has a narrow detection field, which offers better target separation than a conventional concentric search coil. Locating your target precisely will enable you to recover it by digging the smallest hole possible. This is accomplished by pinpointing. To use the pinpoint function, position the search coil to the side of the target's suspected location. Maintain a fixed coil height of about 1 inch above the ground. Next, press and hold the pinpoint touchpad. Now, sweep the search coil side to side and front to back in a crosshair pattern to locate the peak signal. Watch the upper scale segments appear from left to right to indicate signal strength of the target, and listen to the sound increase. When the greatest number of segments appear and the sound is the loudest, the center of the search coil is directly over the target. Let's take another look at this pinpointing technique. Once a target has been detected, move the coil to the side of the target. Press and hold the pinpoint touchpad. Scan side to side and front to back to locate the peak signal. The target will be under the center of the search coil. Another method is pinpointing off the coil's tip or tail. First, pinpoint the target as you normally would using the pinpoint button. Sweep the search coil side to side to center the target. This is the point where the strongest audio response is heard and the maximum segments on the upper scale are displayed. Then, pull the search coil toward you while paying attention to the target signal. Once the target signal drops, shallow targets should be located near the search coil's tip. You can reverse this pinpointing technique to pinpoint off the search coil's tail as well. In this case, push the coil away from you. Once the signal strength drops, the target will be near the search coil's tail. The ACE 350's double D search coil can also be used to precisely locate targets without the use of the pinpoint button. This wiggle method uses fast, narrow, side-to-side swings of about 2 to 3 inches. Continue toward the target's suspected location. Listen for a consistent target response to determine the target's lateral or left to right position. Then, locate the target's front to back position by rotating 90 degrees and repeating the same process. Practice any or all of these pinpointing techniques in your test plot. Choose the technique that works best for you. As you improve your pinpointing accuracy, you will dig smaller recovery holes and increase your productive hunting time. Carefully fill in every hole you dig and remove all trash that you recover. Your Garrett ACE 350 represents the highest quality in metal detector manufacturing. Protect it and complement it with quality accessories from Garrett like these. The ACE Environmental Cover-Up is a protective covering that wraps around the ACE 350's control panel to keep out dust, dirt, and moisture. Notice that the cover-up has a clear window of the detector's control panel. Protect your new 8.5-inch by 11-inch double D search coil with coil covers such as this to lengthen its lifespan. This 4.5-inch Super Sniper search coil is especially suited for searching for coins in tight places or in areas of high junk metal concentrations. Garrett headphones are strongly recommended to mask outside noises and to allow you to hear all the target signals made by your ACE 350. Garrett's Ram Publishing Company offers a number of books designed to help you find more treasure. The new Successful Coin Hunting is filled with how-to tips and success stories about coin hunting. Relic Quest includes hundreds of color identification photos, as well as tips and techniques from dozens of successful relic hunters. Finally, you will need tools to recover your discoveries. The Garrett ProPointer pinpointing detector is an essential tool to speed your target recovery time. The ProPointer's audible and vibrating alarms increase in intensity as the pinpointer moves closer to the target. This woven belt holster is included with your ProPointer. This Garrett treasure pouch contains 4 pockets inside to secure and separate digging tools and recovered items. The Garrett Retriever digging tool is ideal for coin and artifact recovery work in the field, in streams, or in the forest. The Retriever's angled digging blade is rugged enough to pick through tough ground or to chop small roots. Its raked teeth can comb through sand or soil to help locate smaller targets. And the Retriever's built-in magnet clears junk metal from the excavation area. It comes complete with this handy belt holster. When hunting, it's good to remember that any metal detector may discover underground power lines, explosives, or other items which, when struck, could cause personal injury. Always use reasonable caution in digging toward any target, particularly in areas where you are uncertain of underground conditions. Study your country's antiquities laws concerning metal detecting before you use your metal detector. A sincere request that Charles Garrett makes of every user of one of his detectors is that each place searched be left in better condition than it was found. Even though your ACE 350 is built to withstand rugged treatment in the outdoors, it is still a sensitive electronic instrument. Use your Garrett detector to the fullest extent possible, yet always protect the detector and handle it with reasonable care. Your Proformant search coil is submersible. The control housing is not. Never submerge the control housing, and always protect it from heavy mist, rain, or blowing surf. Keep your detector clean. Always wipe the housing and control panel display after use. Disassemble the stem and wipe it clean after use in sandy areas. Wash the coil when necessary. Charles Garrett's advice is to search in the zero discrimination mode for at least 10 hours during your learning phase, and to dig and study all targets. After you have hunted with your ACE 350 for only a short time, you will be surprised at how proficient you have become with it. Do not expect to achieve the greatest accuracy and success, however, until you have used this detector for at least 100 hours or more. This instruction video gives you a real head start on learning to use the ACE 350 properly. Watch it several times. Meanwhile, study your owner's manual, and you will begin to develop hunting techniques of your own. The most sound advice that can be offered is simply practice, practice, practice. It's up to you. Good luck.